What's up, CATRP crew? It's Alpal, and today is Monday, which marks the first day of our Discord eBay challenge. So if you don't know what that is, get in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, join the eBay challenge. We guarantee it'll change your eBay business for the better, and if it doesn't, we'll give you your money back. Since it's the start of our eBay challenge, I need to get on top of everything eBay. So I've started to the last couple weeks, but I've been missing a couple days here and there. So starting today, we're gonna be doing everything we need to do to keep eBay at its best. So that's gonna be ending and selling similar, sending offers, listing, and shipping. So I'm gonna take you through that entire process. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do today is I'm going to send out offers. Just go to your home eBay page, go over to My eBay, and just click My eBay. And then you're gonna see this Seller Hub page. As you can see, our sales are way down the last 31 days. We're gonna try to get that up to hopefully about 30 grand every 31 days. If you go to your overview page, if you're not already there, it'll show listings eligible to send offers, and as you can see, we have 95 eligible items to send offers to, which basically just means any items that have watchers on them are going to become eligible to send offers. So I'm going to go ahead and click into that, and then if you scroll, you can see all the items that are eligible to send offers. So you can select them all and send offers. You can select just a few to send offers to, and if you click send offers, it'll give you, you can do a percentage off, a certain percentage, allow counter offers, send coupons, all that. And I'm just gonna pick out a few. I'm gonna go through these and see what I wanna do. There's different strategies depending on the different items. So I'm gonna go through a couple items to share why I'm going to send a certain offer. So we have a lot of offers to send out today.
Yeah, 95. We didn't send them over the weekend, but 95 is a pretty good bit. So I think we're gonna get some sales.
Yeah.
So I like to factor in how long the item has been listed and where we're priced. We usually price a little bit on the higher end. Sometimes we price right at or a little below market. But in the case of pricing at the higher end and it's been listed for a long time, I'm gonna send 25% off offers on those items. So the Pokemon cards at the top, I've got a $500 graded card. I'm sure that's way overpriced because that was listed kind of at the card boom. So on our card listings, I tend to send 25% off on just about everything because usually it was listed a while ago and probably hasn't sold because it's priced too high. On items that have just been listed, I'll send 10% off offers because if they have multiple watchers and they were listed like 2 days ago, 10% is going to do the trick. You may not even need to do that, maybe even 5% in that case. And then 15% is kind of my like, okay, this video game's been listed for a few months, but it's still priced pretty close to what a price that should be sold, but 15% will still probably push somebody to make the purchase. So that's pretty much what I do, 10, 15, and 25% off offers. And hopefully we'll convert, you know, maybe like, what are we, 2%, 3% of the offers that we send.
Yeah.
So 3% on 95 items, you know, what's that, roughly 3 items. Yeah, would be sold from this. Hopefully we can get it up to like 5%, you know, and convert 4 or 5 out of that. But we'll see what happens, and we'll keep you guys posted if anything sells from these offers.
Okay, so my next item that I do on eBay is I end and sell similar. We recommend doing 1% of what you have in active listings. So we have about 550 active listings, so I'll do 6 end and sell similars.
How do you decide which ones to do first? How do you organize your listings active tab?
Oldest. So you'll go to listings, active, we're already here. So then I'll sort by start date.
There it is.
And that will take me to the oldest. So it's already here. So our oldest is from July. So what's the difference, Chase, between relisting and selling similar?
Well, relisting is what it will suggest that you do, but that relists the same item with the same item number. If you sell similar, it gives it a new item number, and eBay does see that as a new listing. Pros and cons: new listing, a lot of buyers sort by newly listed, so you want to target the ways that buyers behave. That's how I shop, that's how a lot of people shop. So that's why you do that. The only downside would be in Google search. It takes about a month for your item to hit Google search. So if you relist, you would still have that, but it still works a lot better to end and sell similar. That's why we do it that way. A lot of people think that time left is a relevant metric, but eBay just recycles every 30 days. They start your item over. As far as what time left shows, that's why you gotta organize by start date when ending and selling similar.
One thing to note for that downfall that Chase just mentioned, no fault to his own, just listen to a podcast on eBay for Business podcast, which is a pretty informational, I mean, it's by people who work for eBay, so it's a very informational.
Legit. We met them.
Yes.
Very awesome.
Yes, they're pretty sweet. But I was actually just listening about how to get your items on Google Shopping, and according to him, eBay lists their like 1.4 billion listings onto Google Shopping every single night. So every single night, their huge server or whatever lists, make sure that their listings are sent onto Google Shopping.
Yeah, so if that's true, what I just said is not true about taking a month, and I'm pretty sure it is true coming straight from the source. So
that's
end and sell similar.
Yeah.
It's definitive.
Yes, definitive. You need to end and sell similar, not relist. So for any of you who don't know how to end and sell similar, I'm going to show you real quick how it's done. So you went to your active listings, you filtered by start date, oldest. So I'm going to go ahead and click the 6 first listings because I'm going to end and sell similar 6 listings. So you select them all, you go to actions, and you go to end listings. It's going to ask you to make sure. You go yes. It loads. There it goes. And then you go to this side tab over here and you go to your ended listings. And then what I like to do is I like to open up all these listings first in new tabs. So I'm going to all 6. And then I'm going to go ahead and delete all these just so I make sure that I've done them. And so I can make things clean and make sure that what is in here has been dealt with or needs to be dealt with. All right, and then you go to the next, you go to your first listing, and then you just click this little button here, sell a similar item, and then you'll just go through the listing process. What do you do when you sell a similar item? Like, do you just list it at the same price? Do you change anything? What do you do with that?
I usually price it lower because if it's been listed for 5 months, probably the price isn't right. But the other thing I check is item details. Make sure those are fully filled in as much as possible, which again, in our case, if it's been listed that long, usually there's something wrong with those. So those are the primary things that I check. Just fill item details out as much as possible, probably reduce the price a little bit, recheck the market, and sell it.
If you've never seen our eBay inventory setup, this is what it is. 12 feet of glory, as Chase would call it, I believe. So we have everything labeled, A1, A2, all those bins. We have shelves here all the way till D4. And I'm going to show you how that makes things easier, and just go to orders awaiting shipment, and then I can sort by custom label SKU, so everything's in order. Just the quickest way possible to go through all the inventory. As you can see, this will say this is on our game shelf. This is on shelf B4 left bin. And this is just a huge benefit to when you get a lot of items in your inventory.
10 items sold for $1,300, $130 average sales price. Our goal for the year is 82 at 10 items a day, so that we can get 300,000 in sales for the year on eBay. 82 is aggressive. We did 87 last year, which is incredible. That's because we had amazing inventory through some amazing deals, including Hobby Shop Ron. So the train, that's where this came from, Hobby Shop Ron. Stuff is still selling. We had dozens of people comment that trains don't sell in the 21st century, let alone 2023 and beyond. It's just not the case at all. I will say the demographic that buys them is definitely older, usually in the 50s or beyond, but they got money and they want to buy the trains. This one sold for about $280. Great sale. We did adjust the price, had a buyer message. They wanted to see if we could make a deal. I said, sure, let's make a deal. Get it out of here. This was also from Hobby Shop Ron, just in a random box. It had the Sega Nomad inside of it, but this case is very, very rare and sold for $140. Just the case, which is insane. So definitely be on the lookout for anything Nomad. It's going to be hard to find, but if you find it, you got to pick it up. This one right here is an interesting one, the Garmin GPS is it a rangefinder or something? I can't remember exactly what it is.
I think so, yep.
I got this at a garage sale, neighborhood garage sale, for 30 bucks. And I remember I tried negotiating and they wouldn't budge. I reluctantly bought it for 30 bucks. But apparently it was a really good buy because it sold for 120. And this has been chilling in a bin waiting for Alpel to find it and bring it to life.
For a long time.
Which is awesome. I didn't realize it was worth that much. So definitely be on the lookout for anything Garmin, especially if it's like a rangefinder or something a little out of the ordinary from like a GPS, even though those still can be good as well. And then end and sell similar. Alpel's been talking about it. Very important because 1, 2, 3, 4 sales right here. All of these sold because they were ended and sold similar, so they came up as newly listed to the buyers. Like both of these. We've had these for 6 months. And they both sold. I assume you adjusted the price a little bit, got them closer to market. And that's kind of probably how all these sold. They got in front of the right eyes instead of just chilling, having nobody see them. 6 months old listings.
Even that train, that was a recent sold similar, And
then we said we would update on if any of our offers that we sent out this morning sold, and this one did. 25% off offer. It's a beautiful knife, Bowie knife, and this one for like 187.
Something like that, I can't remember.
So that's a great sale. It's a case knife. So if you ever find any pocket knives that are Case brand, buy them. That's actually how I first learned about pocket knives. I got a collection of Case knives, and they do super well, like $40 to $50 even for pocket knives, like average or more. And then the big sale, Misadventures of Tronbon, sold to a viewer. So shout out if it's you that bought this. Thank you. We appreciate you. I think it's a younger viewer. $250 for the disc only. It's a great sale. Great condition disc, so that's the top end of disc only. But that's everything, plus these 3 Sega Genesis games. Those were all just from the game barn, and they sold for 15, 20, 30 bucks.
This one sold for 55, I think.
Oh, okay. Vapor Trail. So no, Vapor Trail. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Any game by this brand, Renovation, for Sega Genesis, almost every single one is worth significant money, especially
that's not even like it's got
complete.
The label looks like this. So
it would have been 80 bucks if it was in better condition. I think we took an offer on that one. That's another note. I don't know if you said it, but always have your offers on. And we have all of the notes that we do for eBay, everything we suggest in the Discord. So if you want to put in the work for eBay and see your eBay sales grow, we've got the challenge where you can check off your daily boxes, be held accountable by a community that cares about you. Honestly, they do. We've got a lot of great people in there, and they want to see you succeed as well. So join that if you're willing to put in the work. If not, we don't want you. But we're going to get the stuff shipped out and continue the day of eBay.
All right, so I got everything shipped out. Now it's time to do the 10 listings that need to be done for today. I do have 20 drafts available, but we're trying to treat that as 0. I do always list the drafts first and not the stuff I did that present day, but I only have a half day today. I'm leaving at around 12, so I have 10 game guides, strategy guides here that I'm going to try to get listed in the next hour. 2 things for these strategy guides, 2 companies, brands to look out for. One is Brady Games, and the other is Prima Guides. Those 2 are 2 brands to look out for when we're looking at game guides. When listing, one thing that I like to do is I like to know where the items I'm listing are going to go in our inventory system before I list them. So I'll walk over to our inventory system, either grab a bin or know of an empty spot that I can put everything before I start listing them.
So Alpel's become our eBay guy. Nicely done on the video, brother. Good tips. If you follow those tips, it will change your business. And like Alpel said, join the Discord. If you want to put in the work, put in the hustle to grow your eBay business, join the challenge. It's not too late. We'll take you now if you want to join. It's already changing some new people. We got like, what is it, 70 or 80 people in the challenge right now?
Yeah, it's nuts.
And like I said, if you do it, you have to do it. You have to put in the work, and it will make a huge difference. And it is for us too. Our eBay, since it's only been 5 days now of doing the challenge, and it's like it's ramping up already, our sales. So
it works. What we tell you to do works 100%.
If it doesn't, we wouldn't be telling you to do it.
We wouldn't do it.
We say it for a reason.
Wouldn't do
We've
it.
been to eBay. Like we went there, we visited, we talked, we asked questions, and it works. This right here is our eBay management system. Alpel was mentioning that at just before this. If you want to see a detailed video on how this works, we'd be happy to do that, but we need to know that enough people want it. So comment down below if you want that. Otherwise, watch this other selling video. Crap Mo Stank. Bar will do.
See ya.